Joe, the Bored Donkey. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between rolling green hills, there lived a little donkey named Joe. Joe had the softest brown fur, big, curious eyes, and the longest ears that twitched at every sound. But there was one problem. Joe was always bored. Every morning, Joe would wake up with a big yawn, stretch his legs, and look around. "What should I do today?" he would ask himself. But no matter how hard he thought, nothing seemed fun enough. One day, Joe went to visit his friend Bella the sheep. "Bella," he said, "I'm so bored. There's nothing fun to do around here." Bella giggled. "Joe, there's plenty to do. You just need to look around. Come with me." So, Joe followed Bella into the meadow. They trotted past colorful wildflowers, fluttering butterflies, and chirping birds. "Look at all the beautiful things around us," Bella said, hopping around. "We could race, or play tag, or even make flower crowns." Joe sighed. "That sounds fun for a little bit, but then I'd get bored again." Next, Joe decided to visit Max the dog, who was always busy guarding the farm. "Max, do you ever get bored?" Joe asked. Max shook his head. "No way, Joe. I'm always doing something important. Guarding the farm, herding the sheep, or chasing off pesky squirrels. Maybe you just need to find a job to do." "A job?" Joe thought about it. But what could a little donkey like him do? Determined to find out, Joe wandered further up the hill to see Ellie the wise owl, who lived in an old oak tree. "Ellie, I'm always bored. Everyone says I should find something fun to do, but nothing seems interesting for long." Ellie blinked her big golden eyes and smiled. "Joe, sometimes it's not about finding something to do, but finding joy in what you're already doing." Joe tilted his head. "What do you mean?" "Well," Ellie said, "what do you enjoy? What makes you feel happy?" Joe thought for a moment. "I do like exploring new places and meeting new friends." Ellie nodded. "Then why not try that more often? There are always new things to discover if you look close enough." The next day, Joe decided to put Ellie's advice to the test. He began by walking a new path through the village. Along the way, he met a rabbit named Ruby, who showed him the best place to find sweet berries. He helped an old horse named Clyde carry a cart full of apples, and he even found a little stream where he could splash around to cool off. By the end of the day, Joe was tired, but for the first time, he wasn't bored at all. He had made new friends, discovered new places, and felt helpful along the way. From then on, Joe realized that there was always something fun to do, as long as he kept an open mind and a curious heart. And whenever he felt boredom creeping in, he knew just where to look, in the world around him.
What is boredom? Boredom is that feeling you get when there's nothing you want to do and everything seems a little dull. Maybe you've played with all your toys, read your favorite books, or just can't think of anything fun to try. It's like when your mind says, "I'm tired of the same old stuff." But here's the cool part. Boredom doesn't have to be bad. When you're bored, it can be a chance to use your imagination and think of something new. You can make up your own game, build something with blocks, or go outside and explore. Sometimes, when you're bored, you notice things you didn't see before, like a butterfly in the garden or a cool cloud in the sky. Boredom is like a little reminder that it's time to try something different. And who knows, the next adventure could be right around the corner.